Day number 8 of the Diddy trial. I need y'all to drop Ocho in the comments. From what the reports is saying, this might be one of the wildest days in this Diddler trial. So at the end of this video, I want to hear y'all thoughts down below in the comments on what y'all thought about today. So in today's report, you got the Blicky, you got the SCX toys, you got the Astro Glide, and you got the baby oil. You know Diddy like to be slippery wet. Today they had a lot of sidebars. Even Diddy assistant asked for immunity, y'all. I'ma take y'all through the reports like I always do. But before we do that, make sure you like and share this video. And if you've been keeping up with me, watching my other videos, drop some fires in the comments. Let me know so I can like y'all shit. So first up was Agent Ganon. He picked up where he left off yesterday. Prosecutors walked him and the jury through a detailed breakdown of what they found when they did that raid at Diddy Star Island mansion. So they said they seized high heels, SCX items in the master closet, 3 phones that were hidden in boots. They say they found the Gucci bag with plastic bottles in it that was tested for residue of liquid meth and MDMA. And I don't know what the fuck MDMA is, so as always, let me know in the comments. And then this man had liquid meth? What the hell was he doing with that? They was astro gliding with the meth? What the hell? Ganon also said this man had Tesla pill drugs. Like, what the hell is that? So Puffy was an addict, and I guess all the people that was around him, he made them an addict. Also said they found a $100 bill, y'all, that had that on it. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not too uncommon. Most of this money that we be touching have that shit on it. I'm not gonna lie. The prosecutors asked Ganon how many bottles of Astro Glide and baby oil did Mr. Combs have? Ganon said about 31 bottles of the Astro Glide and about 25 bottles of the baby oil. That man loved being oiled down, y'all. Per reports, they said Dre was looking like, what the fuck? This nigga freaky and shit. And then they revealed one of the blickies that they found. And then they showed the bullets to the jury like, look. Then they said the defense jumped in on the cross and tried to throw a wrench. Come on now. You really thought I was saying literally? It was like, didn't you know Diddy was leaving the country with his daughters? And they went to a brief sidebar. Then they asked, so you planned that raid knowing no one was going to be home, right? And it says, yes, but we had contingencies. Per reports, they said when they talked about this raid, it was like they was describing a movie. And I'm not gonna lie, this whole shit sound like a fucking movie. He asked Ganon, so how many agents did you use? He goes, 80 to 90, but not all at once though. He said when they pulled up, they came with the armored vehicles and they came on boats. He said when they got there, they end up handcuffing 6 people, and they said one person was getting out of line talking crazy, so he stayed in them handcuffs longer than they wanted him to. They started talking about Diddy guest house. They said they was just showing inside the guest house room, and they showed like the music studio, they showed the keyboards, blah, blah, blah. You know what's in the music studio. Next up, the government called a lady to the stand named Dr. Dawn Hughes. She's a forensic psychologist and an expert in trauma and abuse. They said she done testified over 60 different trials, and she came today to explain why people that go through trauma and abuse stay. She said victims cope through appeasement to avoid more violence, more confrontations. She said, and sometimes they minimize the abuse by saying things like, oh, maybe he just had a bad day, or maybe he was intoxicated. Damn, so they just be so fucked up in their head, they delusional. Told the courts, but this is not a long-term strategy. She said it moves from one assaultive episode to the next. But from reports, they said the defense was ready. They was licking their chops. They said a lawyer named Batch started grilling her hard as fuck. He said, you never testified for a man accused of sex crimes, right? Dr. Hughes goes, correct. He said, so you never evaluate offenders? He goes, I don't. Then he started accusing her of prepping the prosecutors. He said that she had 6 meetings before the trial even started. They said her response was like, with all due respect, sir, I was educating them. But while she was up on the stand, they said they had a sidebar multiple times because of her. Then they said the big moment came when he got on the stand. This was Diddy's assistant. His name is George Kaplan. They said when he walked up on the stand, this man pleaded the 5th. No Henny. Then guess what, y'all? They went to a short break. And when they came back, this man asked for immunity. And they gave it to him. And they said this man just started telling everything. Kaplan said he worked for Diddy, the diddler, from 2013 to 2015. He said it started in New York and then it went to LA. He said he was paid $125K a year to do everything Diddy told him to do. So if Diddy told this man jump, he said, how high? He said he set up hotel rooms, he unpacked bags, he packed the bags, he got the baby oil, the Astroglide, the candles, every little essential that Diddy needed for his little freaky time. They said, in his words, this is what he said, man, I cleaned everything for him. He said drugs, bottles of baby oil, brown crystallized powders that was left on a bathroom sink. So they asked this man, who bought this stuff? He said, oftentimes it was me. They said with a stern voice, they asked him, did Diddy ever tell you to go pick up some drugs? He said, hell yeah, in LA and New York, mostly MDMA. So before it ended, they said a key witness named Gina wasn't coming anymore, even though she was supposed to because she was in the indictment. And they're saying Kid Cudi might be on the way tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow too with a full breakdown report. And if you stay to the end, I really appreciate you. Let me know in the comments that you stayed to the end.